to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy. Today we're going to be talking about a bourbon, Benchmark bourbon to be exact. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey coming in at 90 proof. There you go. So there it is, 45% alcohol by volume. It is a Benchmark bottle, but it is brought to us by Buffalo Trace Distillery. Thank you, Buffalo Trace. We love you. I think pretty much most of these little side pieces are the same. This one's different from bottle to bottle. This is Mr. Randy's third Benchmark bottle. I do have the single barrel, the small batch, and the bonded. I will be picking up on the other two very soon after these get released. So it comes in, Mr. Randy paid just under $19 out the door here in Central Texas. A lot of these Benchmark bottles, they do come from Buffalo Trace, but they do have a relatively more affordable price point. So, like I said, there's five expressions from Benchmark. There's the top floor, which is 86 proof. The small batch, which is 90. There is the single barrel, which is 95. The bonded, which is 100, and then the top floor, which is 125. Ooh, 125 is going to be pushing it for Mr. Randy. But let's get a pour on, shall we? Metal twist caps. I guess it does have a little kind of a odd looking type of gas. It's not a plastic, and it's not a foam. It's kind of an odd deal to it. So this is the 90 proof, so it's more of a lighter color on it. Where is Mr. Randy's handy dandy color chart? I'm going to do this off screen because the reflections on this is just absolutely horrible. Let me do it off screen first to see if I can't match it up. I'm probably going to put it somewhere between a burnt amber and a copper. It looks really closer to, I think it's probably right in between the burnt amber and the copper. It's kind of hard to get that angled, but there it is. On the nose, whew, you're going to get that Buffalo Trace signature smell. All those nose characters. It does smell like Buffalo Trace. It's sweet, caramel, spice, oak. All those typical bourbons notes that you get on, well, almost every bourbon. Except however it is, the master distiller and the recipes and they have with these Benchmark, it just smells just like Buffalo Trace. So if you're having trouble getting your hands on a Buffalo Trace, try a Benchmark. Don't let the bottom shelf and cheaper or more inexpensive or smaller price point deter you. This is a Buffalo Trace product and it smells like one. How does it taste? Let's get a taste on it. Now that 90 proof is really easy. There's not a lot of the ethanol, not really in the nose, not really on the palate. It's all flavor. I'm really wondering, I haven't done the 86 yet. I've done these kind of out of order. Some of these bottles I acquired by chance or by convenience. And there's one of them I paid way too much over I should have. But like I said, it was a matter of convenience. I said, nah. So there's this peanut, maybe sort of a little bit of a darker or mellow peanut smell. Let's get it on the finish. Now you are definitely getting quality from the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Yeah, that palate definitely has more caramel up front, followed by the cinnamon, and I would say the spice, oak, and the vanilla sort of like swirl around each other. They dance. The finish is pretty good. Again, being only a 90 proof, it doesn't blast you. I'm getting it mainly tip over the top of the tongue and to the back. I barely feel anything in like the sides and the jowls. And it's a pretty good finish. Moderately long, but nice. And it's got some pretty decent viscosity. That's a pretty good whiskey right there. So Mr. Randy does love small batch. but he's starting to get into single barrels. So now as this finish dissipates, let's go ahead and get a score on it. You know, I originally had it at a lower score, but now that I've gotten halfway through the bottle and I think it's opened up a little bit more, I'm thinking now definitely I'm going to bump it up to a solid 3 out of 5. It comes under $20. There is a lot of bottles out there who give you more and you do pay more, but I guess for the price point, everything you get, and it's a Buffalo Trace, it's a good solid 3 out of 5. There's a few things I might add to it to bump up that score, but I figured I'm not going to mess with it. We'll leave it as it is. My fair price, I would say I'd leave it alone right where it's at. I did pay just under 19, so this is, I think it was 16-ish, somewhere around there. So I'm going to leave it alone. I think the price point is pretty good. Would I buy this again? You know, I might buy one just for my stash. Do you have a stash? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy. You have a good one.